another update. It is windy out here now. I mean, the wind is really blowing. Let's see if I can come over here. Earlier, I'll take my hat off, it's blowing. Earlier, I came by and showed you this creek. Well, see, the water's gone down quite a bit, but the wind has picked up. So we got a lot of big branches and big stuff. Let me show you these trees around the house. See, that big tree right there is right over my son-in-law's garage right there where he works on cars all the time. That thing is, well, look at these trees. Look at the trees whipping, man. I mean, it is like gonna come down. These trees are blowing hard. I don't want to be out here because it's gonna go back in. Look, there's our police driving by to check on things, make sure everybody's okay, make sure nobody's looting. It is super windy out here today, though. Look at this. The hurricane's still coming through. There's the branches over there going down. Here comes some cars. The people out on the road, they don't really need to be out on the road out here because this is insane. I'm gonna walk down the street here, let you guys look and see what it looks like. It started about 4 o'clock in the morning. It started getting windier and more windy. The power went out at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I don't know, I wasn't up. The power went out. It's windy. It's hard to hold my phone. I've got a thing for my phone. It's hard to hold it. Look how windy this is. Look at this. Look, there's the trees broken, the branches broken. Here's the power lines. This power pole right here feeds the house. That makes me nervous right there. I don't want to walk under it. Here comes the fire truck. I'm getting away from them power lines. Not smart. Although the power's off right there. These trees are blowing around like crazy. It's super windy out here. You can tell. I don't know what the wind gust is, but it's pretty bad. It's blowing a good clip out here. There's a car down the road here, off the side of the road. Across the road, go on this sidewalk over here. I can hardly walk. It's so windy out here right now. Walk, it's so windy. I have a hard time holding the camera. I'm holding my phone here. The internet's going in and out. It's not the greatest because I'm underneath these power lines. As you can see, I was going to look on top of the roof over there. We heard a loud bang. I think there was a branch or something fell on the roof. Yeah, it looks like it did. Little branch fell on the roof. Nothing too big. Alright. I mean, this is what you get. There's a tree. Let me show you. There's a tree down right there. I'm walking down the street. There's a tree down. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. There's a tree down right there. See it? Holy mackerel. Look at those trees. Oh my God. Those trees. Oh man, this wind is really kicking. I'm right underneath these guys. I gotta get the heck out of here. I don't need to be over here by these power lines. Not the smartest thing in the world I've ever done. Let's see if I can cross the street. Come back to the front here. Trees here were blowing really hard. Like a snap. Trees on me. Not the thing. I guess here it's in pound Panama City. Was smart. I parked my car in front. No trees have hit. I got a bunch of stuff on it, but none of these trees have hit my car. So that's good. That's the thing I was worried about. Yeah, Panama City blowing. It's windy down there too. So like this, I'd say these winds are getting up at least over 60 to 70 miles an hour at the top, because I could hardly stand in it. It has to be around. I've been in 40, 50 mile an hour winds before. This has to be 60 or 70. This is getting pretty high of the gusts. The wind gusts are pretty high. It's funny, not like here. You'd think, I thought that the hurricane was going right up closer to Panama City than to Jacksonville. Maybe we're just getting it because I'm close to the ocean. I'm like maybe 15, 20 minutes from the Atlantic. So we might be getting a lot more wind off of the Atlantic. It's been insane out here. It's real windy. A lot of trees down. A lot of people without power. We've been without power. We've got a little generator, and I hooked it into the panel and turned off the main. I'm glad somebody mentioned that. By the way, here's a little thing for everybody. If you decide to run a generator and you plug it into your dryer outlet, and you want to use it to power the stuff in your house, so you can plug in, do this. If you plug it into your dryer outlet, hook it up, turn off your main breaker. Turn off the main breaker. If you don't have a main breaker, go outside, see if there's a main breaker by your meter. A main breaker or a main disconnect. Turn it off. Because what happens is, if you run the power will go back out the power lines. The power will go out the power lines from the house out to the transformer, and it'll backfeed the power to the guys working on the poles. What happens is you get 240 volt coming out, and then that transformer, if it's connected, acts like a boost transformer. Instead of dropping the voltage down from 3,000 volts or whatever, it boosts it up to 3,000 volts. So you will kill somebody if you don't turn off your main disconnect. That's one thing if they get shot. The other thing is if they just have the little fuses that they pop up with the fuse pole, it will actually... What? What? No, I'm not. Go on. She's saying I'm going to get hit in the face. Anyway, if you turn on... There's a guy driving. Turn off your main disconnect, because the other thing is when they pop the fuses back on, onto your transformer, to your pole, it will blow up your generator, because it'll backfeed the power back out to your dryer outlet and blow your generator up. So whatever you do, when you're in an emergency situation like this and you're running a generator, turn your main breaker off. Turn your main power off. Go out to the meter. If there's no main breaker in your panel, the big one at the top of the panel, if there's not one of those there, then go outside and look on your meter and see if you have a main breaker out there by your meter. Sometimes it'll be in a little cabinet beside the meter. You'll open it up, there'll be a breaker there. Turn it off. Make sure to turn it off. The only difference is you won't know when the power comes on from the power company. You'll have to look at street lights in your neighbors to see if their power comes back on. All right? Just letting everybody know. That's a little tip for using a generator that a lot of people don't know. I dated a girl once back in the, I'm just talking now, I dated a girl once back in the 90s, and her dad was an electrical engineer, and we were in Northern Virginia and had the power went out for a snowstorm, and she was all bragging, oh, he's got power, we got power at our house. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I went over there, he had a piece of his generator sitting outside and had a piece of cable, which is armor metal clad cable, run inside and hooked into the dryer outlet, and he had the main breaker on. And I said, you can't do that, you're going to blow up somebody. He didn't even know, and he's an electrical engineer. So I was like, just be careful. You think you know what you're doing, make sure you turn that off. That's super important. You don't want to kill anybody or blow up your generator. Big thumbs up for that, right? Anyway, I'm out here talking. It's super windy out here. I don't want to get hit by any trees. My daughter came out, was trying to do a live stream a little bit ago, and got hit in the side of the face with a branch, like a little leaf or a branch, something small. So I'm gonna call it up. You guys can come back and watch it again. Watch this again, see what's happening. I guess people are stopped watching now because they're done watching. All right, see ya. I'm out.